What's going on, one and all, and welcome back to Planet Coaster. We're back here in the Alpha Park after a short hiatus. It's been a little while since the last episode of this series, and that's not for any good reason, really. I just haven't had time to sit down and actually put this video together. These clips have been done for probably about a week now, and I just haven't had the time to sit down and finish the video, which is my bad. I know you guys like this game and love this park as much as I do, and I'm really looking forward to getting back into this full-fledged, especially because the next alpha patch is coming out very soon, so we're gonna see a lot of the new landscape tools and hopefully some new coasters and all that in the next patch. So I'm looking forward to that. Be sure to expect some more Alpha Park content during that time. But we're back here, and what did we do? We went through and put some bushes down, as you can see. I put these little palm trees behind the actual rose bush looking trees, and I think it really accented the area really well without having to put anything back there because we can't do any landscaping just yet. So what else did we do? We had to go through and build the next concession stand area. Yes, this building came together after a little bit of time and some headaches, but I'll get into that a little bit more. Yeah, we needed a little building in the middle here just to fill up some space, but also to give everybody in the park a little more option for food and drink, because the only other options are over at the beginning of the park, and so as you get down closer and closer to the middle of the park, they needed somewhere to go. So obviously the path was totally an issue again. That's getting fixed in the next alpha, which is really awesome. It's going to be way easier to do the path work in the next alpha, but until then, we just have to kind of deal with it. So we go through and fix this all later. This building is an angular building. I really wanted to do more angles to it, which you can kind of see me doing here. I want to do a sloped roof on the sides, but unfortunately, I ran into a bit of an issue. Unfortunately, there's a weird bug in the game right now where you can't actually place those sloped pieces the other direction. I'll kind of explain that later, but I had to abandon this and get into a new design. And actually, you know what? Let's go back to new me, and we'll go live to the Alpha Park where I can explain this whole thing a little bit better. Thanks, old me. We're here live in the Alpha Park, and this is how the building came out. I really like how this happened. The scaffolding pieces here add a little bit to this. I should probably go in there and place like a block to kind of connect them up, but and there's a couple little things like that straw popping through. I thought I fixed that, but apparently I did not. Anyway, yes, this is the building. You'll see the angled roofs are gone, and in its place are some wibbly-worbly roofs that slope upward. What this does is it kind of helps with the profile of the building. You can still see the 360 power very clearly from the entrance. It doesn't look like there's this big of a building here, but then when you walk around, it's more of an illusion thing. When you walk around, it looks like a really big concession stand, doesn't it? I think so. I love how these lights down here turned out. This looks really cool. And we're going to see how this turned out in the nighttime as well. Last episode, I had promised showing you guys the lights over by the Banker's Revenge shrubbery. We forgot to do that. So we'll do that this episode. I apologize once again for that. But yes, this whole building, something really strange happens in this where I can't rotate these one certain direction. So it rotates that way, that way, that way, and that way. But if I go into this building and I edit it, it won't place on the grid a certain direction. You'll see right here, why does that look like it's popping through the ground? It is not. It's just a shadow thing? Oh well. Anyway, yes. If I rotate this, it goes this way, but but it flips around right there. And then if I hit the key again, it stays in place. So it doesn't rotate on all 4 ways on this grid for this, for whatever reason. So unfortunately, I couldn't put the roof the way I wanted to, which was pretty much this angle on this side. So I had to compromise and get a little bit of a workaround, and this is what we came up with. So the back is a beautiful, I found this really cool curved sign, and it works really well for the back of this. It looks really cool, and I think it just adds just that little bit more to the back, which is really not, there's not much going on. There's a lot of air conditioning units, but that's about it. But yeah, you can see the 3 angled thing. And actually, the sign kind of turns it into more of a rounded look. I really, really like how this building came out. But, yes, that's going to be it. Let's go ahead and not pause it. Move time forward, just so we can see the lighting. So we are now at night, and look at this building. This is awesome. Unfortunately, this sign doesn't light up for whatever reason. So that's a little bit of a bummer. But, yes, the light is actually... There's a lot of lights, but it's still very ambient, so that's kind of interesting. Maybe we should put some more lights down throughout the area just to brighten up this spot. Maybe in the back as well. Actually, you know what? That's what next episode is going to be. We're going to go through and do a lot of lighting stuff. I had mocked up a little post light right here. I might use these throughout the paths and actually bring them down just a little bit. Because it could be a really cool little... maybe not bring them down. They're on a pretty set height limit. But, yeah, they're a pretty cool little post path kind of thing. Might line this with those. And, actually, let's go check out the shrubs back here. It's not very bright, but it's just enough to kind of set the mood behind all of these trees. Yeah, so you can kind of see through them just a little bit of backlighting. Kind of gives a little bit of a border to the park when you look at it. It's not just a dark wall. It's darker, and then there's a light that kind of defines it, and then beyond it is dark again. So, I think that's pretty much it for this episode. Thumbs up if you liked it. Thumbs down if you hated it. Let me know what you want to see. Let me know what you're excited for in the next alpha build. Landscaping is going to be really fun. We're going to be able to do a lot of things, and hopefully there's water involved. But yes, we'll see you back here in the Alpha Park, where things will be a little bit brighter next time. Thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for next time.